morning, interwebs. It's 9:30 and I'm awake without an alarm clock. I don't know why. Because I went to bed at like late. It was like 2:30 or 3. I mean, which isn't really late for me, but it's late to get up this early. And today is going to be a busy day. I have lots of things to do. I have some appointments to go to, and then I also would like to put up a bag update tonight. So I'm going to go and make myself a list, I think, of things to do so I can check them off and feel accomplished. Yep, I think that's the plan. List, then get dressed, and then I'll tell you about my day. It's 11:54, and I'm about to go to bed. And I wasn't going to film, because I hadn't filmed since this morning when I was wearing my pajamas from last night. And now I'm wearing what I'm going to sleep in, which is partially what I wore today. But I realize the Kendra of the future will be very upset that there's not any footage to even put into a video. So here I am. So I said I was going to make a list this morning, and I did. See if I did any of the things on it. I got dressed. I made stitch markers today. Did an Etsy update. That's also on here. So there's bags in the shop now with stitch markers. And I went to the dentist today to have my teeth cleaned. Just remember, I missed that when I was out at my dad's. Everybody else had their checkup. So I went and did that. I got my glasses adjusted too. That wasn't on my list, but they were cutting into my nose and behind my ears. So now I think they're fitting a little better. They feel weird though, because now they're not fitting the way they had been since I got them, but we'll see. If they don't work, then I can get them done again at a later date. I also took Manelia to the vet because apparently I just really like going to the vet. Though she was all congested and sneezy and stuff again. So she went in and got some medicine for that. See, washing fabric. Yes, I started washing the fabric that I bought in Manhattan yesterday so that more bags can occur in the future. Did not work on my cogitation. I did, however, work on a present that is a surprise that I'm making for a friend. We had dinner. I did my Etsy update. I did not put another video up on Hook by Happenstance. Well, I kind of did. So Steve and I filmed the Fiber Friends tag last night, and it turned out to be like a 48-minute video, which meant that it took forever in every part of the editing process to for my computer to recognize things and save things and upload things, and it took like 5 hours to upload. So it was supposed to be yesterday's video, but it became today's video. I think, I don't know. It's 48 minutes of content, so I don't feel bad about it. It's just, yeah. A vlog. I did not put out a vlog today. I'm trying to remember if I feel like I may have put one out yesterday in the morning. I don't know. Clearly there's going to be a multi-day episode coming up here, but just wasn't feeling it. And I also did not read from our read aloud because Steve's home. And I forgot that we just never really get around to that when he's home. So let's see, I skipped 1, 2, 3. Skipped 3.5 of 12 things. So like 80% success. I've done worse. So, okay, I'm exhausted. I was really irritable and not feeling super hot this evening. Just like mentally, physically, emotionally, all the things. And now I'm ready to go lay in bed. So I'm going to go do that. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel better and be less exhausted. We have a chiropractor tomorrow. So we'll see. One of these days I'll just hang out at home and then hopefully I'll feel even better. I think I might just need a good like lazy home day, but we haven't had one of those this week. Alrighty. I'll see you all tomorrow. Nighty night. Good morning, interwebs. It's 9:41. I'm up. Just made a everything bagel with some cream cheese and a cup of coffee. So about to enjoy that. Then I'm going to pack some Etsy orders. Now, I don't remember if I told you if I had things to do today or not. In my head, when I came downstairs, I was like, yes, it's a day to stay home. I need a day to stay home. That would really, really help things. Then I remembered, via Steve reminding me, that no, we have a chiropractor appointment today. So, we're going to go to that. But I don't think we're going to go out to lunch. We talked about going out to lunch. At least we're not going to go out to lunch and stay out for lunch. We'll see. Children. All the noise and chaos. It's all just a little bit louder today, to me, than I think it actually is, but whatever. I'm going to go and eat my bagel, get dressed, pack Etsy orders, and make a list that includes get dressed, eat bagel, pack Etsy order, so I can immediately cross 3 things off, right? Well, basically. So, okay, gonna go do those things, and I will check in later. It is 5:22, and my weekend is rapidly approaching an end. Weekend, you say? But it's Friday afternoon. Well, as I've discussed before, we live on like a 2-week cycle because Steve works 10 on and then 4 off ordinarily. But for the next while here, he only gets 3 days off at a time, so it's 11 on, 3 off. They're just going through some changes with like employees and stuff, and so there were some extra shifts, and so Steve is working some of them, both to be a helper and because, yay, overtime. But that means that he went to bed at 4, and I took a nap before that, which is kind of a nap, like, it just wasn't that great a nap, but it was fine. Talked to you this morning, made my list. I've got some things, I guess I'm halfway through my list, 6 out of 12, it's not too shabby. We went to the chiropractor. That was fine. Then we went by our local gas station and bought sub sandwiches because that doesn't sound gross, and it really isn't in our case. And they were really tasty. Watched Deadliest Catch. And then Steve and my daughter had to run uptown because we are in charge of, for 4-H, planting flowers in our town. And they had to go and do some organizing for that. So while they did that, my boys sang me a lullaby and tucked me in so I could take a nap. It was quite adorable, and it worked. But then I decided I'd just gone to the chiropractor, so maybe I shouldn't sleep on the recliner, so I went and got in bed, where I then couldn't sleep for a while, and then finally did for about an hour. Woke up kind of but whatever. I figure the rest was probably good for me. And now, I've been sorting out beads and things. So, I bought this box thing a while ago, and it has these little trays that go in it for organizing all my beads and stuff, which I use for various beading endeavors, as well as making stitch markers. Kendra, in a younger life, like right after I graduated from college, my plan was to make beaded jewelry and go sell it at craft shows and do that whole thing, because I decided that, despite my double major, I did not want to work at a conventional job. And as such, I have mostly not. So, that is a thing, I guess. But I have a lot of beading supplies, because, what do you know, I fully stocked myself to have a business that did beads. And then I have not done that. But I am making stitch markers and things now, and I even benefited. I have these new fancy earrings I made. Kind of like I end up with the reject project bags. Like if something goes wrong and I can't fix it, then they become mine. Unless I really, really love one. Then sometimes they become mine just by falling off the turnip truck. But I definitely get all the reject ones. Well, these are some reject stitch markers. I happen to have 2 identical ones that had the same bead break when I was doing the wire wrapping. I snapped a bead, which was not ideal, but I happened to accidentally mess up 2, and I was going to make stitch markers for myself, and then I was like, wait, there's 2 that are identical? I shall make earrings. So I just put earring wires on them instead of the kind of earring wires that I use for the locking stitch markers. So now I have new earrings. That's a really long way to tell you that I'm just going through my beads that were up in my office and organizing them, and I'm actually going to go, I think, and get the big tote, or at least bring up a bunch that are in the basement. So I can go through those to make more stitch markers in the future here. I think I need to order more wires to do those, but I need to check my box first to make sure. So that is what is going on here right now, and I don't know what the rest of the evening is going to bring. I have some stuff I'd like to work on. I'm making something for friends, so I want to work on that, and yeah. Otherwise, like I said, it's the end of my weekend, so it's going to be kind of low-key. And I'm trying to do things that I think are enjoyable. I don't think I'm going to sew for the shop tonight, but, you know, if I get a bee in my bonnet, I might. It happens sometimes. Okay, off to go carry a big, heavy tub of beads up the stairs. Well, it is about 1:55, and I am just about headed to bed. I don't know what I did this evening, but I have 11 of the 12 things on my list done, so that is good. The only thing I didn't do is watch any of my own videos, so I can run my cogitation, but I did, let's see, I worked on a gift for some friends, which actually, I guess that probably should have been 2 or 3 items because it was multiple things, but it's all ready and it's packed. I'm ready to go out in the mail tomorrow. Read to the kids tonight. I put up a vlog. I'm still behind on those, but whatever. And I filmed my Freaker Frog, which is still exporting, but the computer things were all just taking longer than anticipated because I am more long-winded than anticipated, and it all just adds up. And Jezebel is not happy because I'm standing like just out of her reach on purpose because it frustrates her and she frustrates me. So anyways, I'm gonna go to bed and I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.